All right, so get this. Businesses that really nail understanding their target audience can see their sales go way up, like up to 60%, which is a crazy amount. We're going deep today on all the free tools out there that can help us figure out who our ideal customer is and what they need, so we can stop just like throwing stuff at the wall and hoping it sticks.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's all about precision. You know, you wouldn't launch some product without doing market research, right?
Yeah.
Knowing your audience's market research is just an ongoing thing. It's kind of like the foundation for everything else you do, like your messaging, what channels you use, even your product development.
Okay, I get it. It's important.
Yeah.
But like, how does knowing your audience translate into an actual marketing campaign?
Imagine an archer. If you just shoot arrows randomly, you might hit something eventually. But if you know the distance to your target, the wind speed, all that stuff, you're way more likely to get a bullseye. That's what understanding your audience does for your marketing.
So if I was like selling luxury travel packages, knowing if my audience values exclusive experiences or budget-friendly deals would totally change how I promote them.
Exactly. Do they want adventure or relaxation? Instagrammable places or like off the beaten path destinations? That's gold for making campaigns that really hit home. Now let's talk about where to find this gold for free. We've got a bunch of tools, starting with one you probably use, Google Forms.
Google Forms. I usually just use it for quick polls on social media, but I'm guessing you have something more strategic in mind.
Think beyond polls. Google Forms can be your direct line to your customers. You can make surveys to gather insights on everything from what they like to buy to problems they have with other companies' products.
So I could actually validate my product ideas before spending a ton of money. That's a huge insight right there.
And Google Forms automatically analyzes the data, highlights trends. This isn't just collecting feedback, it's about getting actionable info.
All right, you've convinced me.
Yeah.
What's next in our free toolkit?
Let's talk about a platform you're probably using already, Facebook. Specifically, Facebook Audience Insights. Now, a lot of businesses just look at basic demographics, but the real value is going deeper.
Okay, I'm interested. What kind of deeper info are we talking about? Because I mostly use Facebook for posting updates and maybe the occasional ad.
Well, Facebook keeps a ton of data about its users. Audience Insights lets you access that goldmine. You see not just age and location, but also interests, online behavior, even purchase history. It tells you what else your audience engages with outside of your brand.
Wait, so I can see if my followers are into fitness or organic food or even luxury car brands. That's way more than just their age.
Exactly. Look for patterns. Do a lot of your followers engage with stuff about sustainability? Are they clicking on video ads or pictures? This level of detail can really refine your targeting and what you say.
Okay, I see how this goes back to your Archer example. The more we know, the better our aim.
Exactly. Now, if you have a website, which I assume you do, we have to talk about the website analysis tool, Google Analytics. You probably know the basics, but are you really using it to its full potential?
You got me?
Yeah.
There. I mostly use it for traffic overviews, but I know there's more there.
Yeah.
What are some advanced features that can reveal deeper audience insights?
Think about user flow, understanding the paths people take through your website, figure out where they leave and how to fix those areas. Then there's conversion tracking, seeing what actions on your site lead to sales or signups. This isn't just about numbers, it's about figuring out what actually works.
So if I see people leaving their stuff in their shopping cart at the shipping page, that means I need to change my shipping options, right?
Exactly. Google Analytics can show you those pain points and where to focus for the biggest impact. It's like a team of analysts working 24/7 to uncover hidden opportunities.
Amazing. So far, we've got direct feedback from Google Forms, deep Facebook demographics, and website insights with Google Analytics, all free, all powerful. What else is there?
Well, you've got data on what people do, but what about what they think? Let's talk about a tool that lets you tap into the minds of your potential customers. AnswerThePublic.
AnswerThePublic. Okay, you've got my attention. How does it work?
You put in a keyword about your business, say organic skincare or luxury travel. AnswerThePublic goes through the internet, looks at searches and questions people are asking about that topic.
So it's like seeing the world through my customers' eyes, understanding what they actually search for.
More than that, it tells you the words they use. Not just keywords, but how they phrase their questions. It's great for making content that hits home because you're using their words.
That's brilliant. Instead of guessing what they want, I can make content that directly answers their questions. That's valuable.
And it's not just website content. You can use it for social media emails, even descriptions of your products.
So far, we've covered a lot, from direct feedback to website analytics. What's the last free tool for understanding our target audience?
Let's wrap up with a tool that keeps you up to date on online conversations. Hootsuite Insights, the free version. It's all about social listening.
I know Hootsuite's a social media management platform, but how does Insights help us understand our audience?
It tracks conversations on social media about your brand, your industry, your competitors, keywords, anything. It's like a live feed of what people are saying, what they like, what they don't like.
So if I'm that luxury travel company, I could see what people are saying about places, airlines, even travel influencers.
Exactly. You can see trends, find opportunities, even fix negative feedback before it gets out of control.
This is starting to feel like a superpower. All these tools free and easy to use, but it's a lot.
I get you. It's tempting to try everything at once. But remember, the archer focus is key.
So start with one or two that seem most relevant and build from there.
Exactly. And remember, data without action is useless. The real power comes from using these insights to make better marketing decisions and get real results.
This has been really insightful. We've learned about 5 powerful tools to better understand our target audience. We've got Google Forms for direct feedback, Facebook Audience Insights for detailed demographics, Google Analytics for website insights, AnswerThePublic for figuring out what they're searching for, and Hootsuite Insights for listening to what's being said online.
And we've only just started. In the next part, we'll get into specific strategies and techniques to actually use these tools. So stay with us because we're going to get even more practical. Welcome back. All right, so I hope you've got your notepads ready because we're going to get hands-on with these free tools, turning data into action.
Actionable insights. That's what I'm all about, especially when they're free. So how do we actually use this data to make smarter decisions?
Well, it all comes down to your goals. Like,
Yeah.
what are you trying to achieve? Launching a new product, getting more engagement on social media, increasing website conversions. Each tool has its strengths. So let's go through some scenarios.
Let's say I'm that luxury travel company, and I'm creating a new travel package that I want my audience to really love. Where should I start?
I would say use Google Forms. Don't just ask basic demographic questions. Go deeper. Like, what kind of travel experiences are they looking for? What are their biggest issues with existing packages? What are their dream destinations?
Okay, so instead of guessing what they want, I can just ask them. But what if I don't even know what questions to ask? I don't want to end up with a bunch of data that I can't use.
That's a good point. It's all about how you design your survey. You got to make sure your questions get you specific, useful information. For example, instead of asking, what kind of travel do you like? You could say, if you could design your dream vacation, what would it include?
Right, get specific and help them imagine it.
Yeah.
That will definitely give me way more valuable info than just generic preferences. Now, let's say I own a local bakery and I want to get more people in the door during the week. How can these free tools help me with that?
Facebook Audience Insights is perfect for this. Look at the demographics of your followers, their age, location, interests. Are they mostly young professionals who work nearby, or stay-at-home parents looking for a little treat? That info helps you target your Facebook ads better.
Got it. So instead of sending my ad to everyone, I can tailor it to people who are more likely to actually come in for a pastry during the week.
Okay, what about Hootsuite Insights? How can that help me understand my bakery audience better?
Imagine being able to listen in on conversations about bakeries in your city. That's basically what Hootsuite Insights does. You can track mentions of your bakery, your competitors, even keywords like best croissants or gluten-free bread. You'll quickly see what people are loving, what they're complaining about, and what they're actively looking for.
So it's like a real-time focus group. But without the hassle, I could see trends, address any negative feedback, and even get ideas for new things to sell. This is really cool. What if I'm focused on my website? How can I use these insights to make my website better?
That's where Google Analytics comes in. Don't just look at how much traffic you're getting. Look at how people are using your site. Are people looking at your menu but not ordering anything? Maybe the ordering process is too confusing. Are they leaving your homepage without clicking on anything? Maybe your website just isn't that interesting. So Google Analytics is like a detective figuring out how people are using my website and pointing out what I need to fix. But sometimes even detectives need help. Where does AnswerThePublic come in?
AnswerThePublic is your secret weapon for understanding what people are searching for online. Remember, people don't always use the same keywords you might think of. They phrase their questions in different ways, and AnswerThePublic shows you those different ways.
So if I'm that bakery owner, instead of just focusing on the keyword bakery, I could see specific questions people are asking like, best birthday cakes in my city, or vegan bakeries near me.
Exactly. You'll find all sorts of search terms that you can then use to create content that people are actually looking for. Blog posts, social media updates, website copy. You're answering their questions before they even ask them, which makes you look like you really know your stuff.
I'm sold. These tools are amazing. But how do we make sense of all this data? We've got all these insights, but how do we actually use them?
You're right, too much data can be overwhelming. That's why it's important to be strategic. Think about your biggest goals for your business. Are you trying to get more people to know about your brand? Get more people to visit your website? Get more leads? Once you know what you're going for, you can choose the tools and insights that will help you get there.
So if I want more people to know about my brand, I might use Hootsuite Insights to see what people are saying on social media and find chances to connect with potential customers. Or if I want more people to visit my website, I might focus on AnswerThePublic to find good search terms and make content that shows up high in search results.
Exactly. It's all about matching your tools to your goals. And don't forget to share what you learn with your team. Your marketing team can use these insights to create better campaigns. Your sales team can adjust their pitches, and your product development team can create things that people actually want.
This is a game changer for any business, big or small, that wants to really connect with their audience. You mentioned the emotional connection earlier, and I want to go back to that. We've talked about data and analytics, but isn't there more to it than just numbers?
Absolutely. We've covered the what and the how of understanding your target audience. In the last part of our deep dive, we'll explore the why. Why is it so important to connect with your audience on an emotional level? And how can we use these insights to build a brand that really speaks to them? Stay tuned, because things are about to get really interesting.
All right, so we're back for the final part of our deep dive into target audiences. We've found all these free tools and figured out how to use them like pros. But now let's go beyond the data and talk about something deeper, that emotional connection.
You ever buy something not because you really need it, but because it just speaks to you? That's the emotional connection. It's what turns customers into fans, people who really love your brand.
Yeah, totally. Like Apple people don't just buy their products, they're part of something. There's this feeling of belonging, of shared values. It's more than just the tech stuff.
Exactly. It's not just what you sell, it's what you stand for. Think about those tools. Google Forms can show you what your audience struggles with and what they want. Facebook Audience Insights shows you what they care about. Hootsuite Insights highlights what they're talking about. This isn't just data, it's like a look into their hearts and minds.
So it's not enough to know their age or where they live.
Right.
We need to understand what motivates them, what worries them, what they dream of. But how do we turn that into a brand that really connects with them on that deeper level?
It starts with matching your brand values to theirs. Let's say your audience is like eco-conscious millennials. It's not enough to just say you're sustainable, you have to actually do it. Like using ethical materials, minimal packaging, maybe even working with environmental groups.
Like a clothing company that plants a tree for every purchase, or a coffee company that donates to save the rainforest, right? Actions speak louder than words.
Exactly. And it's more than just values. Think about what they want to achieve. If your audience is full of people who want to start their own businesses, your brand could be a source of inspiration and support, offering resources, mentorship, even networking opportunities.
So I'm not just selling them something, I'm helping them succeed. I'm giving them the power to reach their goals.
And don't forget about their fears. What are they worried about? Maybe it's money, maybe it's missing out, maybe it's something specific to your industry. When you acknowledge and address those fears, you build trust and a deeper connection.
So if I'm a financial advisor helping young professionals, I wouldn't just talk about investments. I'd also talk about their student loans, the cost of living, how to build a secure future.
It's about empathy, right?
Exactly. It's about showing them that you understand them, you get their struggles and what they want to achieve. This is where telling stories is really powerful. Share stories about real people, overcoming challenges, reaching their goals, living their values. People connect with stories, they remember them, they share them. This is amazing. It's like we've found the secret to building a brand that people really connect with, a brand they believe in and feel passionate about.
And remember, this isn't a one-time thing. Your audience changes, so your brand has to change too. Keep listening, keep learning, keep adapting to stay relevant and authentic.
So what's the most important thing for our listeners to remember?
Don't just see your audience as data or potential customers. See them as real people with real feelings, dreams, and problems. Be empathetic, be genuine, and really try to connect with them on a human level.
That's a great way to put it. It's about making our brands more human and building relationships based on understanding respect and shared values. And with these free tools we've talked about, any business can do it.
Here's something to think about. If your brand was a person, who would they be? What would their personality be like? What would they care about? What kind of conversations would they have?
That's a great question to leave our listeners with. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep. We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.